Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. We haven't really seen too much price movement here today. We've seen rather corrective looking movement to the upside. As I said in my last video, I would still expect here one more high in a wave 5. Now you could argue we've had that already. It would be a very short one. But it's absolutely possible, especially due to the impulsive price action to the downside. So I'm going to tell you now which are the relevant support levels. It could very well be that this overall move to the upside is now over, but it all depends on which support levels now get broken. So as you know, we have explored here the idea of 5 waves to the upside, a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wave 5 now has 5 waves in as well, and we are currently coming down. But we haven't broken wave 4 support. We might do that in a minute. It comes down at least quite impulsive. But let's see. You know, that key support is at 21.35. However, this in itself would not be the confirmation that we are heading down further and this top is in place, because it could all still be part of the wave 4, because this move up was quite, you could say corrective. So it could be, and that's always an option, that what we've seen here was only the A wave, then the overshooting B wave, because it only did go up a little bit higher than the previous high. So it didn't really invalidate the idea of an overshooting B wave and then come down in C. That's possible still, and we would then have the wave 4 low here, and the wave 5 would still be coming. Maybe not that low, yeah. Something like that, okay. Now, what is the relevant level for the wave 4? For the wave 4, we say, okay, this could still be a 4th wave as long as we're holding $20.60. So I'm actually going to put that support area here on the chart. This here is, I can put it here now because we already touched the 38.2. This is the relevant area that now needs to hold for further continuation to the upside. This is the critical level for me. Below 2060, it becomes increasingly likely that this is going to head down. This could still be a wave 4, A, B, C. There's a possibility to end above the previous high, which would be a running flat, or come down lower, which would be a so-called expanded flat, but then it should hold the $20.60 level. So, you know, a possible trade seller would be, if we get into this area, go long. I wouldn't be very aggressive. I wouldn't put leverage on it. And then a stop loss below the green box. It's a trade idea, it's a setup. If you want to take it, that's entirely up to you. It's not necessarily too much more in this. We are overbought on, I believe, on various time frames. Let's double check that. Yeah, on the daily, we're still way overbought, which doesn't mean it has to come down now, but you know, it means we're overheated. 8 hour, just still overbought. 4 hour, also still overbought. And we've just had here a bearish crossover on the 4 hour on the RSI. So yeah, this is the relevant support. My view is, as long as we stay above that level, we can focus here on higher, because it's still possible that we get another 5th. For me, this is not a convincing 5th wave. It's a possible one, because all a wave 5 needs to do is to get above the previous high. Again, it's not an impulsive one. It would have to be an ending diagonal, which you sometimes get, and then you can come down. Now, if we break through 2060, what happens then? I think that is the moment a lot of people are waiting for, because if we break below this level, there is a chance that this indeed was the overall high, and that we're coming down in a wave 2. Eventually, this wave 2 will happen, right? But I can't promise you that the high is in already. So again, as long as support is holding, this can still push higher. If we break support, then we should be coming down in the wave 2. I would be looking for it at least, yeah, for an ABC correction. And I can give you a support area that the price then ideally will go into. And that is the area between the 1657 level and 1172. Now, I'm not going to put it on the chart yet because it might confuse people. I will add it on the chart maybe tomorrow when we have some clarity if this support is holding or not. And should we break above the wave 5, what I have now labeled as wave 5, again, it could be an overshooting B wave. If we break above that, then I will assume that this was just an ABC and the wave 5 is still ongoing. In that case, what would be a target? I think I mentioned targets in the previous video. So it would be between 26.60 and round about $30. That's the ideal target range. Again, if it's impulsive, it can go higher as well. Obviously, the stronger, the more bullish it would be. And other than that, all we have here on the chart is at the moment, yes, quite a few nice green candles. We're far away from being able to confirm that the bear market low is in. However, obviously, we're tracking the chart on the short term, because as these pattern builds, we get more confidence, and at some point we will have a reliable, we can make a reliable statement that the low is in. You could already assume it now, because the price is moving up quite strongly, but all you would base it on at the moment is on the impulsive price action we see, and not on the fact that we might have taken out certain relevant resistance levels on the dailies, on the daily time frame, which will lead to a trend change on the daily. Yeah, because as long as we stay below key resistances, also here below the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level at $30, there is no daily trend change. Yeah, we need to see more evidence here, but obviously we're following it on the lower time frame. And again, 5 waves up would be the first indication, and we get 3 waves down. We then have a really good indication the low is in, but then again, it could still be a larger ABC. So ideally we want to see that 4th wave as well, and the 5th, and then that ABC that's coming down then would be a next entry point. But you know, it's all about, I think you have to distinguish between, are you a long-term holder? Do you believe in Solana long-term? Then nothing, nothing is stopping you from DCA now. Nothing was stopping you from dollar cost averaging down here. I had a comment earlier where someone said he or she sold Solana at $11 and is now frustrated. But then again, this was at historical lows. If you believe in the project long term, dollar cost averaging is actually, the thing to do if you want to do it. Yeah. I mean, there's no other, the best strategy for many people, I believe, is dollar cost averaging, especially in a bear market, irrespective of the price, because you get a great long-term average price. But I would not encourage dollar cost averaging into altcoins. If you want to do that, that's up to you. Just the risk is very high, especially long-term, because a lot of coins did die in the past. And if you don't necessarily hold long-term, but you're just trading, then this is fine for you as well, because you can trade the support areas. Yeah, you can scale into support, scale out of resistance. So that's the game. And nobody has missed anything, because should the bull run really have started, then we are going to go to at least the projections. Yeah, they do show, based on the Elliott wave analysis, they should take us around $400 to around $400, right? So nobody missed a thing here. And that's my update about Solana. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.